Waking up with us, I'm Rick Lukens.
Good morning, I'm Teresa Lukens, and we're kicking off a brand new week, so we're hoping for very good things as far as all of the fires around the eastern Washington go, weather-wise and otherwise. Yeah, it doesn't look like any rain in the forecast, but we'll check in with our own Chris Crocker in just a moment. Coming up in this half hour, we have one of our favorites in the kitchen this morning, David Ross, and David doesn't just do shrimp. No.
He does crabby shrimp.
Yeah, David does shrimp with some crab, maybe some prosciutto thrown in. One of his delicious recipes you can throw on the grill. Coming up in the next half hour. Good morning, Northwest Sunday.
Well, looking for good weather for us for this weekend, the rest of this weekend and the week ahead, but also for the firefighters trying to wrap up that Valley View fire. Let's go to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker, who's in for Leslie Lowe this morning.
Well, the weather is going to be great if you're ready for some beautiful sunny summer sunshine. However, firefighting, the conditions are not the best on our satellite and radar, not even a cloud to show you. So we are definitely in a moisture deficit and will stay dry right on through the work week. And certainly today, it's also going to get warm today, warmer than it has been in a few days. We're at 64 right now in both Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, still in the 50s in Sandpoint, but already into the 70s in Wenatchee and Moses Lake. It's 80 degrees currently at Hanford. Look for a lot of 90s on this map today and approaching that for our high temperature in Spokane. One more thing working against us, the winds picking up. Right now we're seeing winds generally 10 miles per hour or less, but becoming breezy this afternoon with winds in the 15 mile per hour range, and some areas could see higher gusts, particularly on the ridge tops. In your TrueView day planner for today, hazy skies will start to clear out as we get into the afternoon. We warm up and pick up the winds. Our high temperature in Spokane, 89 degrees. I'll let you know if there's any sign of showers in the 7-day coming up in just a few minutes.
As we mentioned, crews have made pretty good progress in fighting the Valley View fire this weekend. The fire scorched around 1,000 acres. 13 homes were lost, but last report, 60% contained is what we're hearing from the command post.
And we're joined now live from the command post by Dale Warner. And Dale, let's talk about the winds that are going to kick up a little today. How closely do you monitor those winds from your location and other weather conditions?
At the briefing this morning, we identified people on the fire line that would give fire weather forecasts. They have handheld instruments that monitor that, and they will be reporting into our communications center and keeping that right at the top of our attention.
In addition to the handheld, as you try and find any hot spots, do you use any kind of aerial surveillance, thermal type surveillance from the air?
We're not on this fire, but that is available. But on a fire like this, trying to get around the rocky areas and such, a handheld device works much better.
And Dale, you told us earlier you're bringing in some more crews, new crews, fresh crews. Is that in addition to what you have, or are they relieving the firefighters already on the lines?
We're just getting additional crews in as we need them. Quite a bit more supervisory staff. We were a little bit short that way. As you know, there's lots of fires going on in the state of Washington. Right now there's 5 project or large fires going on. So resources are hard to get. And of course, California is taking a lot of those folks too. So supervisory staff we're bringing in to organize and supervise those 20-person crews. We have a lot of those hand crews out there.
And Dale, finally, the good news within the last hour, the 200 or so remaining evacuees are being allowed back into their neighborhoods.
Yes, that is a big milestone for us. We really feel for those people, and we're glad we can let them folks back in.
All right, Dale Warner with the incident management team that are working this fire. Thank you very much for all the information this morning.
Well, investigators say that they have now pinned down the cause of the Valley View fire. It was indeed human error. Investigators say that the 1,000-acre fire has been traced back to a small recreational fire on some private property that had not been completely extinguished. They say that it then rekindled Thursday when those 40 to 50 mile per hour winds kicked up.
What we think is the wind came up and there was still heat where the fire was located, and it blew some embers out.
We are not being told who exactly is responsible or what exactly did happen. Fire officials say that their investigation is still ongoing, and they won't say if the responsible party will face any charges.
With crews still working the Valley View fire, Horizon Middle School, where we just saw the interview with Dale Warner, has played home to more than 100 firefighters who have been living in camps there. The school has been transformed into the fire camp. It gives firefighters everything they need, from food to showers to medical treatment and supplies. Firefighters work 12-hour shifts from 6 to 6 When they get off the fire lines, they have to get their trucks and their gear ready for the next shift. They clean up, they eat, and by that time, they're lucky to get 5 hours of rest in between shifts.
Several local businesses are stepping up to give firefighters a much-needed boost. Staff from the Spokane Valley Best Buy store brought some crackers, water, tea, and other things to the front lines yesterday. Employees of the store said they just wanted to do something for the crews who were fighting to save their own backyard.
Around the nation this morning, 3 men formerly held hostage in Colombia are back home with their families in Florida this morning. Keith Stansell, Mark Gonsalves, and Thomas Howes were all flown to Florida after a week of treatment at a Texas Army Medical Center. They had been taken hostage by rebels in 2003 and were rescued by the Colombian military when undercover agents tricked the rebels into handing them over.
Around the world this morning, Pope Benedict XVI has arrived in Sydney, Australia to lead hundreds of thousands of pilgrims at the Catholic Church's World Youth Day Festival. Prime Minister Kevin Rudd and other officials were waiting on the tarmac when the pontiff arrived. The 81-year-old Pope flew more than 20 hours from the Vatican. The festival is set to start on Thursday. The so-called Brangelina bunch has now grown officially by 2 more to 6. Actress Angelina Jolie gave birth by cesarean section to twins last night in a French hospital. The boy is named Knox Leon and the girl is named Vivian Marceline. Both weighed in at around 5 pounds. Jolie and her partner, actor Brad Pitt, have 2 other sons and 2 daughters.
Knox Leon.
Knox Leon.
Now, someday it's going to be chic to name your kid Mike and Jane.
Rick,
Okay.
Teresa.
Yeah.
We kind of like them.
Well, the high price of gasoline affecting not just humans these days.
More people are buying motorcycles, which makes it harder to take our 4-legged friends along with us. And one local guy, though, has a solution. He's built a motorcycle trailer just for his 2 poodles. And now they hit the road with him, but he didn't expect the response that he's gotten from everyone on the road.
Once we put the glasses on the dogs and started taking them for a ride, the response was unbelievable. People, everywhere you look, there's people smiling and laughing and pointing and carrying on. And so whenever we're in traffic, people are scrambling to get their phones out and taking pictures as we're going down the road. So.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's cute.
We followed Chris and his dogs Cosmo and Zulu around for Lucas at Large, and you will see that tomorrow morning on Good Morning Northwest on KXLY 4 News at 6:30.
I'm not sure he looked real pleased about the goggles and that.
He
The
built
doggles.
He built that
They're
trailer himself.
Doggles?
Doggles? I'm calling them doggles.
They're called doggles.
Oh, they are?
That's actually the name of them.
Oh my
doggles.
gosh.
Yeah. I can see a calendar coming. There's going to be a
gosh.
biker dog calendar.
I
You don't
like
wanna miss
those
that.
dogs, and
Isn't
I
that-
like him. I can't wait for your story.
Well, it's good motorcycle riding weather, that is for sure. Not going to get wet.
Yes, it is, and not a lot of variety in your 7-day forecast. I'll have details and an update on Bertha coming up.
Spa, Washington. The Spa Swim Spa Pool and Barbecue Show ends today. A massive event at the Spokane Convention Center. Shop major manufacturers all under one roof. See rows and rows of spas, gazebo, sauna, barbecue islands, outdoor kitchen, swimming pool. Live better, exercise, swim with the all-new Swim Spa, and save thousands. Spas as low as $2,999. 12 months, interest-free financing. Huge selection of barbecue islands and outdoor kitchens. The Spa Swim Spa Pool and Barbecue Show at the Spokane Convention Center. Final day today. Free admission. Call 1-888-SPA-SALE.
Hi, I'm Dealin' Joe Orsi from Dave Smith's Frontier Sales in Coeur d'Alene, inviting you to come in and get a great deal.
Dealin'.
Here at Dave Smith's Frontier Sales in Coeur d'Alene, we have all makes, all models, and all prices. Come see me today for a great deal.
Dealin'.
I love to say it's a deal. Even if you have poor credit or an open bankruptcy, I can still make you a deal. Come make a great deal today at Dave Smith's Frontier Sales in Coeur d'Alene.
Since my surgery, it seems like my daughter never has enough free time.
I'll make sure he gets his appointment on time.
Thanks.
Then we called Home Care of Washington. Now she has the freedom to get her errands done, and I have the freedom to live at home. Home Care of Washington helps with meals, laundry, and transportation, all in the comfort of my own home. And I now have a great new friend to keep me company.
I can help you with those groceries. Thank you.
It was the best call we ever made.
Revival Lighting in downtown Spokane, home of the largest selection of lighting fixtures fixtures from the 19th to the 21st century.
Choose from our huge inventory of vintage, contemporary, and custom-made lighting. Ceiling fixtures, sconces, floor and table lamps, Revival Lighting has everything you are looking for. Reproduction fixtures, lampshades, antique furniture, and wonderful gift items to complement your new or old home. Located in the heart of downtown Spokane or on the web at revivallighting.com.
Revival Lighting, where our prices won't shock you.
Here's your chance to go to Silverwood for free. All you need is a Toyota. Drive any Toyota model from any year to Silverwood on Tuesday, July 22nd and Tuesday, July 29th and receive free admission for the day. We call it Toyota Tuesdays. You'll probably call it a lot of free fun. Just pick up your free admission voucher available at your nearest Toyota dealer. Drive your Toyota to Silverwood and get in free. Toyota Tuesdays. Another great community event from your Inland Empire Toyota dealers.
This portion of the program is brought to you by Men's Warehouse.
Your forecast first for today, blue skies and sunshine, the haze starting to clear, southwest winds picking up in the afternoon. Our high temperature today, 89 degrees. For tonight, clear conditions, winds starting to die down this evening with an overnight low of 59 degrees. That high of 89 represents a bit of a warm up from yesterday where we had a high of 85. 82 is our average high. No precipitation out at the airport yesterday, and there's none on the way. 64 currently in both Spokane and Coeur d'Alene with the barometric pressure on the rise. Winds right now generally 10 miles per hour or less around the region. Again, those picking up a bit in the afternoon. 65 at Fairchild Air Force Base, already getting close to 70 at Felts Field. On our satellite and radar, clear skies across the region with a ridge of high pressure in place. A weak disturbance passing through this afternoon will pick up the winds a little bit, but that's all it's going to do. It's not going to impact those temperatures or bring any precipitation of any kind. Nationally on our satellite and radar, a cold front draped from the northeast down through the southern plains is going to be the focus of our heavy weather in terms of showers, thunderstorms, and the potential for some severe weather along that line. But for the most part, just looking at showers and thunderstorms. Bertha, no longer a hurricane, has weakened to tropical storm strength, stationary right now southeast of Bermuda by about 225 miles. That is expected to continue to weaken and slowly drift to the north. High temperatures today for Omak and Moses Lake in the mid-90s with blue skies and sunshine. Sunny around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene with highs in the upper 80s to lower 90s. 91 in Colville today, in the mid-80s for both Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint. Sunshine for Libby, Kalispell, and Wallace today. 90 in Libby, also in the 90s today in both Lewiston and Walla Walla. 87 down in Moscow and Pullman. Elsewhere around the northwest, sunshine in Seattle and Portland. We'll find hot conditions for both Boise and Pasco. 90 today in Missoula. 84 with sunshine in Cranbrook. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast, and that ridge of high pressure is not going to be budging much. Day after day of sunny weather with high temperatures staying in the 80s, overnight lows down in the 50s, and not a drop of rain in the 7-day forecast. Teresa?
Well, that is perfect grilling weather, Chris. We just don't get it any better than that. David Ross is here this morning with, well, we're getting away from a standard burger or steak, that's for sure. We're going to do shrimp.
Shrimp stuffed with crab meat and wrapped in prosciutto.
Okay, I am really curious about this one. So stay with us. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You might want to grab a pencil and paper.
Alton's for brakes. Leapfrogging, squealing, shaking, or grinding. Sounds of possible serious brake problems.
Free brake inspection, no appointment needed.
Ajuva Medical Spa blends aesthetics and medicine. Owned by Dr. Deb Ravassia and located next door to her GYN clinic, Women's Health Connection, Ajuva Medical Spa offers comfortable awake liposuction with phaser through tiny incisions right in the office. Laser lipo to tighten skin and improve cellulite and stretch marks with minimal downtime. Medically supervised weight loss and metabolic testing. Laser aesthetics and day spa services. Call Ajuva Medical Spa at 468-SKIN or visit KXLY.com's Health Connect.
Downtown Spokane will be smoking hot this summer as the Fox presents the Fun at the Fox Summer Concert Series, featuring world-class music from around the globe. Orchestra Baobab on June 12th. Pure Piaf, July 17th. Next on July 28th, legendary Boz Skaggs. And the final concert of the series, Shelby Lynn on August 12th. Buy tickets for 3 or more concerts and save 15%. The fun at the Fox Concert Series. Summer nights in the city just got hotter.
Mako paints more than 500,000 cars every year, and you probably can't spot the ones we painted, but you can always spot the ones we haven't.
What?
Mako, America's body shop. Our ambassador paint service is just $249, 0% financing available.
Leak-proof rain gutters from McVeigh Brothers, the only gutter protection system that fits existing gutters and is the ultimate no-clean rain gutter system. Give us a call.
McVeigh Brothers Siding and Windows, we're working for you.
Here at Becker, our business is all about service. Since 1964, our service has brought us loyal customers and repeat business.
Our Buicks, Pontiacs, and GMCs are the most dependable vehicles on the market, and our service department is tops in the Northwest.
So if you're looking for a comfortable place with knowledgeable people to purchase your vehicles or to service what you're driving now, we will go out of our way to make your experience enjoyable.
And that's a promise. No matter what the economy, you'll always do better at Becker.
Alton's for brakes, leapfrogging, squealing, shaking, or grinding. Sounds of possible serious brake problems.
Free brake inspection, no appointment needed.
This portion of the program is brought to you by Splashdown Concessions Incorporated.
Welcome back in the kitchen this Sunday morning with Chef David Ross. And I'm not going to kid you, the recipe that David has brought today is going to take a little time and a little effort, but I think it's going to be worth it.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a little more of an upscale version of grilled shrimp outdoor on your barbecue.
So we're not just throwing any shrimp on. First, we're going to
No.
stuff them.
Right. And first we have to start with really great seafood. And so compliments of our friends out in the valley at Williams Seafood, we have a fresh Dungeness crab from Alaska. And these are wild American shrimp that come out of the Gulf, sometimes out of Florida and Carolina. And they just have a little more flavor than the farm-raised shrimp.
Gorgeous. They're gorgeous. So we need to clean those up, devein them.
Clean those up,
Okay.
devein them, take the shell off, and actually save the shell from both the crab and shrimp to make a soup or stock later.
Okay. All right. So we've done that. We
Right.
get all the crab out after we've boiled them, and then we start mixing together what we've got here.
And this is really, Teresa, just a crab cake mixture.
Oh, okay.
And it's fresh breadcrumbs, and that's just bread that you cut the crust off of and put it in your food processor, pulse it for a couple of seconds to make crumbs.
Can it be fresh bread, or do you like it a little bit
No,
stale-
actually
stale
it should be fresh
Oh,
because
okay.
it gives a lighter flavor. And by the way, don't use the dried canned breadcrumbs because
All
they're
right.
just too dry.
Okay.
Mayonnaise, red bell pepper, and chive. And then the seasoning for the crab cake mixture is a little Worcestershire. I don't know if I ever say that
I
right.
don't either. I don't.
And Old Bay, which is the old standard from Maryland.
Boy, pull that out of the back of the
that-
spice cabinet,
right,
huh?
right.
Okay.
And so that's our crab cake mixture. And by the way, we can make all of this ahead of time, have it ready to go on the grill the next day.
Oh, nice. Nice. So at least if you're entertaining, you've got that much done.
Right,
Okay.
right. Now we move on to the stuffing, and I've got one here, and you just lay out the shrimp. It's got a little stuffing in the back, and then we
So
wrap
do I
it.
butterfly that, David?
We butterfly that and spread it open so it lays flat. Only about a tablespoon or so of the crab cake mixture, and then we wrap it with prosciutto, and that's an Italian cured ham. And it adds a little salty flavor, but what's nice about the prosciutto is it's like a natural wrapper.
Absolutely. That's going to hold everything
Right,
together.
really thin, and we just secure it with a toothpick. And then I've got these grilling on a grill pan on top of the stove. But of course, they're better if you grill them on your outdoor barbecue.
Absolutely. And there's so many gadgets now that you can
There
get
are,
to grill
there
fish
are,
and shrimp.
right.
And that would probably be best so you don't get anything falling
It
through.
really would be. You want to have a fine grate so it doesn't fall into the coals.
And these are going to cook up pretty quick, I'm guessing?
Very quick, about 2 to 3 minutes per side. And then we can actually serve these hot off the grill, or we can serve them chilled. too.
Nice. Like as an appetizer.
As an
even.
appetizer,
Oh,
right.
I love this. I love this. I want to show off this wonderful radish salad that you have here too real quickly. What if you douse the fresh radishes in?
These are just fresh radishes with a little salt, chive, and then I made some basil oil. Very simple. It's just olive oil that you put some fresh basil in, puree it in your blender, and then let it sit for about a day to pick up that basil flavor.
Oh, so simple, and this is a beautiful presentation. The recipes for the shrimp and the radishes will be at kxly.com. Go to newscasts, then Good Morning Northwest will drop down from there, and you'll find recipes, and we'll feature those right at the top of the page. We're going to take a break, and we're going to dig into these delicious recipes when we come back. Stay with us.
Getting mixed signals about what's happening with the digital broadcast transition? It's simple, really. In February 2009, all broadcast networks are changing over to digital-only broadcasting. If you or someone you know is using one of these to watch TV, you'll have some decisions to make. Comcast is your easiest solution. One call, and they'll give you easy, affordable options for every TV in your home. So the transition to digital broadcast will be, well, this easy. Comcast has you covered in the switch to digital broadcast.
Do you snore? Do you fall asleep during the day? Are you always tired and don't feel like you're getting the rest you need? Do you wake up in the morning completely worn out? Aspen Sleep Center can evaluate your sleep problems in a state-of-the-art facility offering first-class diagnosis and treatment of sleep disorders. Aspen Sleep Center is an exclusive lab that provides a comfortable, secure atmosphere. Go to kxly.com and click on Health Connect to connect with Aspen Sleep Center.
Hi, I'm Dealin' Joe Orsi from Dave Smith's Frontier Sales in Coeur d'Alene, inviting you to come in and get a great deal.
Dealin'.
Here at Dave Smith's Frontier Sales in Coeur d'Alene, we have all makes, all models, and all prices. Come see me today for a great deal.
Dealin'.
I love to say it's a deal. Even if you have poor credit or an open bankruptcy, I can still make you a deal. Come make a great deal today at Dave Smith's Frontier Sales in Coeur d'Alene.
Kids Dental Liberty Lake is the coolest kids dentist office. Kids Dental Liberty Lake is a pediatric dental office specializing in preventative care from infancy through adolescence. A warm, fun office designed with your kids in mind. Kids Dental Liberty Lake is not your normal kids dentist office. Your kids will actually want to go to the dentist. Kids Dental Liberty Lake helps young children prepare for a lifetime of good dental checkups. Grow up smiling at Kids Dental Liberty Lake.
7-day forecast, day after day after day of blue skies and sunshine. This is why we love the inland Northwest in the summer, but this is why we have such big concerns about wildfires this time of year. Temperatures in the 80s, just a little above average. Our average high, 82. Overnight lows in the 50s. Not a drop of rain in that 7-day forecast.
Perfect grilling weather also to get outdoors and throw these shrimp on the Barbie, if you will.
These are really good.
I was going to take one bite. I'm down to the tail. These are delicious, even cold, as you mentioned, David. Very, very good. And again, it takes a little time, but I really think that if you are entertaining or serving the family, it's absolutely perfect. What do you think? Can you talk? No. You want to try the radish?
Delicious. I don't know if that would be kind of crunchy on TV.
We hold nothing back on Sunday mornings. We dig right into it. David Ross's recipes will be posted on our website at kxly.com. You just go to Newscast, Good Morning Northwest, and there's the recipe page, and these are going to be one you're going to want to try. All the seafood this morning from Williams Seafood. We thank them. Yes, and thank you to David Ross, and thank you so much for being with us on this Sunday morning.
We've had some great news from the fire lines this morning that the 200 or so remaining evacuees are being allowed